Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? I hope y'all are hanging in there the best you can because everybody's not well, whether it be for financial reasons, whether it be a family loss, whether it be a financial loss. We're dealing with all sorts of losses right now, right? 2020 is showing me a lot. 2020, I mean, there's things I already knew, but 2020 is showing me that there are a lot of people who have been faking who they really are. You're discovering you've known people who are racist. You're discovering you've known people who they're really selfish. Shit is real, right? Whether it's with the virus, whether it's with again losing a job, there's people losing their homes because the immunity as far as getting evicted, that shit's lifted now. It's already started. People are getting evicted, losing their apartments, condos, houses, cars, motorcycles, motorhomes. They're losing all that shit. And people say, "Oh, well, get off your ass and go to work." There are people applying who have been out of work, but that's the thing. It's not as many jobs as people think right now, right? And even so, there are jobs out there. Oh, well, you're overqualified because you've made too much money before, or you've had too much experience, or you have too much of an education as far as your degrees, right? So we're living in a time where people who haven't had to endure a struggle, some don't know how to take it. Some are killing themselves. Some are trying to kill themselves. Some don't have anywhere to talk, or anyone to talk to. So it's all sorts of things. Cause everybody's not strong enough to get through this shit. Everybody's not on the same mental level. Now I don't knock people. I'm trying not to pick on people who are having thoughts of suicide or committing suicide because it's not right. It's not funny. But at the same time, again, everybody's not on the same mental level, right? So, along with this virus and people losing their houses, cars, and things like that, jobs, now, again, with the police brutality, the brother Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin, a good friend of mine, let me in on the situation because he's from Wisconsin, and it's like, brought me the news on this shit before it made viral news, right? This man was breaking up a domestic dispute and got shot in the back 7 fucking times in front of his kids. So here we are again. Unarmed black man gets shot, loaded up with bullets. Philando Castile got shot 7 times too, right? It doesn't matter whether we comply. It doesn't matter if we're peaceful. It doesn't matter what the fuck we do in this country. We have trigger happy cops ready to shoot us, kill us, you name it. And before any of you even go on, oh, well, he should have just complied and all would have been well, that shit don't always work because Breonna Taylor was fucking killed in her sleep, shot 8 times. Now what? You always look for fucking excuses to try to justify the shit that happens to us. But yet, I see white folks shooting up malls, churches, movie theaters, uh, and get brought out unharmed, get taken to Burger King. I mean, the shit is fucking disgusting, man. Everyone says we're equal and America's great. America's not fucking great. America's only great if you're in the top 1%. They're the ones with all the money. They're the ones with the power. It's unreal that in 2020 we're still having these issues. But then again, I'm not fucking surprised because I'm not surprised because the thing is this. Those who aren't affected directly don't care. When I scroll down my Facebook news feed, I see your recipes. I see your animals, that you kiss in the mouth and let lick all over you, you sick bastards. There are people who, like with this virus, right? With the unemployment and shit like that. Fuck it, I'm gonna call her out. My best friend, okay? I was on her page and I saw a post a few weeks ago, and she agreed that they should do drug testing for food stamps, right? But my thing is this: why are you worried about something you don't even get, that you don't even need, right? There are people who work 40 hours a week and still need food stamps. Well, if someone smokes some weed on the side, what the fuck does that got to do with food stamps? Nothing to do with food stamps. So let's say, okay, you want to punish people for smoking weed on food stamps. Guess what? Those kids don't get to eat if they have them. So you want to punish people innocent kids because mommy and daddy smoked a little weed, right? Or how about this? Some people, their medications that they're prescribed, they're drugs. I mean, they're legal, but why would you support possibly keeping food out of young kids' mouths? Because if you weren't in the position you're in, you would probably need them too. Love you. I keep it 100. But let me be real. With this pandemic, it's showing how underpaid and how undervalued people are. I don't care where you work. I don't care what your job title is. I don't care what your experience is. If you're able to make more sitting at home, that's telling you the companies don't give a shit about you. That's telling you that the CEOs and the chairmen and the vice presidents and the founders, they're sitting pretty while they're putting you in a line of fire for that little bit of money. That little 10, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. That ain't shit. It's getting to the point where $15 ain't even shit either, to be honest with you. And the people who really haven't had a big giant struggle have the most to say, which is bullshit because you wouldn't know how you would take it. Matter of fact, I'll tell you how some of you take it. Some of you would kill yourself or try to because you don't know what it's like to struggle. You don't know what it's like to miss a meal. You don't know what it's like to miss a bill. You don't know what it's like to be told no because you're used to having everything you want, right? But see, you become so self-centered that you forget that there's a whole world of other people out there, right? But you say you love and care about everybody, right? You're hypocrites. I don't care who this offends or pisses off. I'm just being honest. I'm expressing what I feel. I'm not famous. I'm just a regular brother trying to survive in this world. That's all I'm trying to do. Make sure my mom's good. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's an election year. Honestly, I feel either way we go, this country's fucked. But that thing in office right now needs to go. That's just what it is. That's just what that's what it is. Get off your asses, please. He got to go. He got to go. Because I can tell you now, I can't speak on behalf of other people, but I'm going to go on record and say a lot of us can't deal another 4 years of this shit. It was a struggle getting through these 4 because his supporters have their heads so far up his ass that the motherfucker, they can tell him when he about to fart. That's just what it is. I got so much I want to say on here, but Facebook, they on that bullshit. You know what I mean? So those of you who pay attention to me and follow me, I'm gonna make a podcast episode, Real Life Matters, because I go on there, I say what it is. I say the things that most are scared to say but need to hear, right? Because I don't give a fuck. I have nothing to lose. Because see, some jobs they won't hire you because you get on here, you speak your piece, you don't kiss ass, you express yourself, right, which you have every right to do. And if you're not on their agenda, they don't want to employ you, which is fine. I'm sure I missed a couple opportunities, which is fine. But I don't want to work for somebody like that who limits me when I'm off the clock. I don't like to be limited. You understand? So we all know someone right now who feels their rights are being violated because they have to wear a mask. This shit could end sooner if people would get their heads out their asses and actually, follow science. Shit that's proven. People are professionals, went to school for it and certified all sorts of shit, right? That dedicated their lives to doing that, right? But you who hate science, you got an F or a D every fucking time. You dropped out of school. You think you know everything. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. Want to go against the grain, right? You're asymptomatic, not showing any symptoms, but you're possibly out there endangering other people. So you're a part of the reason why we're still in the middle of this fucking pandemic. I don't give a fuck. Y'all gonna learn. If you follow me, if you know me, I don't give a fuck. I used to be shy. I used to worry about what everybody felt and cared about and everything. But I learned it can stress you when you're trying to please everybody. I can't please everybody. If I can please you, cool. If I can't, hey, Nothing personal, right? But listen, we still got 4 months to go in 2020. If you know somebody who hasn't been themselves lately, check on them. Call them, text them, email them, Facebook message them, FaceTime if you got an iPhone, Google Duo, whatever you do, hit them up. Because I promise you, your strongest friends aren't all okay at the same time right now. I promise you that. So for me, hit your people up. You know what I mean? I'm about to make this podcast, so give me a few minutes. Roll with me, people. Roll with me. I'm trying to do big things in this world. I need your help. I can't do this shit alone. You know what I mean? I'm willing to speak on behalf of you because some of you don't want to say the things that need to be said because you're worried about losing a friend or pissing off a certain family member. I'm past that stage. So on my behalf, I'll put your burdens and your thoughts and your feelings on my back. I'll get the word out there. How about that? Peace.